Hi guys, welcome to the channel. A lot of people are now struggling with the prices of food on a daily basis. I'm sure a lot of you will relate. You pop into the supermarket for a couple of bits, you walk away with 60 to 80 pounds spent and not a lot to show for it. Because unfortunately nothing is cheap anymore. See, the bad news is apparently we've been told that we should be expecting a further price rises on our food by 2026. See, they're talking about extra 50% on the 2021 prices. It might not sound like a big deal, but prices from 2021 gone up horrendously already, in many cases more than 100%. So if you think about on the top of everything else going up, like energy, the diesel and everything else and the bills, to see a further 50% increases on the food prices, it will be absolutely horrendous. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about the realistic things we all should be doing right now to prepare for what's coming. So it's understandable why people feel anxious already, because our prices of food going up on a daily basis, we have shrinkflation, and the quality of the food unfortunately is going down. A lot of us making changes. We're making changes maybe to buying less treats, changing brands maybe to a cheaper brand, and in many instances we're cutting things out altogether. It is very important to understand as well that things are just not going to be going back to normal overnight. And also, if that continues for a good couple of years or more, people that adapt the earliest will cope with the increases the best. So the number one and the most important one is build yourself a food buffer. No panic buying, no hoarding, just stock up extra bits of food that you and your family eat. So next time you go to the supermarket, just pick up extra couple of bits and pieces, bit of rice or pasta or tins, whatever you consume, and just put this away. Build yourself that little cushioning for the future. You'll be actually surprised by having that little cushioning around you at the time. It will stop you living that shop to shop situation if things are a little bit tougher. And you actually also find that mentally they make a big difference. So number two is convenience is too expensive. To be fair, convenience food will always really expensive, but they are one of the first things to go up in price more than anything else if something happens. So the best skill you can learn right now is to learn how to cook from scratch and with a very basic ingredients. Nothing complicated, nothing fancy, straightforward, basic, wholesome food. Batch cooking, tray bakes, soups, stews, anything like that. It is very easy, but the main thing, they are flexible. They're flexible to the degree of if certain ingredients are not available, you can easily substitute it with something else. So number three is grow something. Be it on the windowsill, on a balcony or in a garden. Just grow something. Whether it's some herbs, some salad or some radishes. It is really straightforward and you can really do a lot just in a small pot. You'd be surprised by growing something. You're giving yourself a little bit more of a resilience. It also gives you the little mental feeling of being just that a little bit more in control. Of course, in the long run, you'll save yourself a little bit of money as well and it gives you a good positive mental attitude. So number four, we're moving on to the food waste. So food waste is now more so of a financial liability or financial expense, we're going to say it. See, we as a nation throw away tons and tons of food on a yearly basis. And if the food is abundant and it was cheap, then maybe it's absolutely fine. But when food becomes more of an expense, you got to think about it slightly differently. You understand that if you're a gardener, if you grow your own fruit and vegetables like I do, you understand how precious every bit of the food is. Because, you spend your time, the effort, you understand. So you're trying to basically make use of every single bit. The same have to be applicable to the food that you buy. Because the food's going to be so expensive, just try not to waste it. I know it sounds like a common sense, but if you had leftovers, if you cooked something, then put this in the freezer and use that. If you're talking about the fruits and vegetables, maybe dehydrate certain parts of the fruits that you have left or vegetables if you're not in use. Maybe freeze them and then make stock. The worst case, maybe start a little composting pile. Yes, you're not really going to be consuming that food, but you're giving yourself sort of extra nutrients for the soil, for the stuff that you're already growing. Just think outside the box and try to be a little bit more creative and don't throw away so much food. And then last but not least, guys, is trying to stay ahead of prices. I know it sounds easier said than done, but if you go to the shop and you see something that you normally buy on a deal and you use that, then just buy it and put this away. See, our era of food security is ending. Whereas people now have to understand that what's currently happening with the shortages, with the prices, this is the end of the easy era of food availability and the decent prices. So there we are, guys. Please do let me know whether you started to make any specific changes, whether it's with the gardening or the leftovers or anything else maybe you can share with the audience. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much for watching. I shall see you in the next one. Bye-bye.